I could never come on regular, right? Hey, everybody. My name is Miladies, your spirit shifter here, guiding you on your journey towards self-awareness. I miss ya. I miss ya. I miss ya. What the fuck y'all been up to? You already know I curse. If you don't know, you're in the right channel if you like profanity, okay? Because we like to curse out a couple of things, people, places, and whatever. Let me put some lip gloss on so I can look like I'm doing something good. My voice is doing its thing, which I don't know what that is, but it might go in and out. You're gonna hear me go a couple of times. You might hear my friend over here munching on something. She letting me use her house to do this recording. So what are we here for today? Today we are going to be talking about the Libra. Oh, y'all gonna hear a dog too. Y'all remember when I had my dogs? Oh man, we missed them. All right, focus. So we're here to talk about the Libra Lunar Eclipse that is happening Monday, March 25th. Hey, Mika. Oh, I love y'all. That's what we're going to be talking about today. I'm also going to be pulling out one card for each zodiac sign so that you guys can get an idea on how to maneuver this ending. All right. When we're talking about eclipse season, it always begins during the astrological new year. But these energies are also connected to what's happening outside of the eclipse. We had the Pisces new moon just happen. We just moved into Aries sun. The sun moved into Aries, Mercury's in Aries. All of these things are happening. Pluto's in Aquarius. Venus is in Pisces. So much is going on right now that you don't even know what the fuck to hold on to, right? But this is why this eclipse is here for. It's going to shake shit up for you and surface up what needs to be released. So if something feels like it's bothering you, somebody, something, place, or thing feels like it's uncomfortable, is making you want to speak or makes you not want to speak, right? It all depends on how you're looking at it. We are going to be talking about relationships in all dynamics. So it's not just your significant other, your intimate lover, right? Or your secret lover. I'm just saying. It's also about the relationships that you hold with yourself, the boundaries that you have created since October 14th of 2023. All right? So, but before we get there, let me see. All right, so before we get there, I wanted to share a big thank you for everyone who continues to come on the channel and go through the challenges that we have there. If you haven't heard about them, we have about three, if I'm not mistaken, 3 to 4 different challenges, a 30-day, a 21-day, a 14-day, and a 7-day challenge that you can tap into when it comes to resetting your subconscious mind. So thank you for looking out for those. Mercury retrograde is in a fucking fact, okay? It's on its shadow. You always know 2 weeks before Mercury retrograde, 2 weeks after Mercury retrograde, it's called a shadow period. So if communications has been going crazy, this is what's happening. Now, when I mean crazy, I mean Mercury's in Aries. So with Mercury being in Aries, the shit is fucking spicy, okay? Throw some hot banana sauce on that shit. So, I do have a video on all the Mercury retrogrades that is going to be happening this year. Check it out somewhere in the playlist, okay? I also wanted to share that I am still posting information on the astrology group. I put out either weekly or bi-weekly, depending on how I'm feeling, how the energy is. Because I just want to share that I also go through the same energies y'all going through. That's why y'all ain't see me show up. Because I've been like, this is me, and this is like, pop, 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 uppercut. But I have beautiful people surrounding me. I have the force of the universe carrying me. Some people say I'm strong, and I always share that I'm resilient rather than strong. I've also allowed myself to let people help me. Like right now, I'm in a space where it is going to energetically uplift me. allow me to rest from all the chaotic stuff that's happening. I've been tapping back into tools that I've used in the past to get me out of this low vibrational energy that I've been going through since my father passed away, since my best friend passed away. So I just wanted to share that if you think that you're alone with this painful energy that this this lunar eclipse is bringing, you're not, all right? This is like the purge, all right? This lunar eclipse is a purge. So yes, guess what's going to be happening depending where you're at? Here in the United States, it's going to be raining hard body for the next day and a half. So if you like, oh, let me run outside, or let me go shopping, let me do this, let me do that. A lot of y'all don't like going out when it's raining. Again, depending where you're at. So you're gonna be sitting in your feelings. I would say grab a tea. I would say continue to say I'm taking the path of least resistance, and allow to be in your emotions. I know that's painful sometimes because things are coming from the past. Libra lunar eclipse is connected to the South Node. In July of 2024, the North Node went to Aries, which is the direction that the collective is going, using that Aries is all about that individuality, right? We're going that path, putting ourselves first, right? Chiron is in Aries too, so we're healing our wounds. And the South Node is what we're releasing. So anything that has to do with Libra, right? I have my notes here, so y'all already know. The concept of Libra in general is Libra is an air sign. Air signs are all in the mental, right? They're figuring things out. Libra also is in the space of bringing in balance, right? Now who's right, also who's wrong, but let's see how we can all come together and figure it out. What is that called? Compromising? That. So Libra helps us with that. Libra also helps us reset our mind. It brings a balance of where we may feel, like I said, low vibrational, high vibrational. Libra comes in as that scale. Libra is also a cardinal sign that is initiating and beginning things, right? So pause. How is the lunar eclipse an ending? And Libra is a zodiac sign of initiating with the cardinal. You're initiating the ending of that feeling, of that depression, of that anger. You're facing it. Okay? So then we go into the. Give me 1 second. All right. So when it comes to the polarity, right, that negative and that positive, Libra is on that positive scale. So even though you're facing your fears, you're still in a space of knowing that there's a brighter outcome towards it. How do you know? You have your tools. How do you know? You have supported groups of people that are assisting you. If you do not, this is the time to recognize where is it in your life that you would like to receive assistance. Think back to what you were doing in October of 2024. Where was your mind at? What did you initiate? Let's not forget that there was a solar eclipse in Libra in October. So something powerful happened during that time that shifted you for the last 6 months. All right? Now you're at the end of it. It's being released. Maybe you said, hey, I'm going to go ahead and eat better. And for the last 6 months, you may not have been doing that. The Libra eclipse is going to come in, and it's going to remind you, like, hey, you said you was going to be doing this. What's going on? And now, do you end the way you ate and how you ate in the past, and now you're eating much better? Like, what are you doing? So this is where you realize if what I said for the last 6 months I didn't do. Am I really going to do it now? Do I really need it to balance my life? Because remember, it's all about bringing in balance. You have Libra that rules the 7th house. So we talked about relationships. So this includes relationship. Did you build the boundaries that you said you were going to build between you and your significant other? Did you speak up? Did you connect? Did you? Did you say you was going to leave that partner and you didn't? Because guess what? Dun, 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 dun. Yep. Some argument can happen. This does talk about unexpected breakups happening within the next week or so. Unexpected breakup with yourself, or how you treating yourself. It's not just about the other person, it's about you as well. Breaking up with the old you, the old habits, that's coming in. Pay attention to your body. Your body's going to be giving you these signals of what needs to end. All right? It's connected to the solar eclipse. Yeah, all right. So I already talked. Oh, on the side note, when we look at the outer world, when we look at what's happening in the outer world, what happened and what started in October, we had that Ukraine war happen. We also have what's happening in Cuba. We have all the migrants coming to the United States. There's a lot of things that are happening in the outer world that are connected with partnerships as well. That's also going to be coming to an end. Keeping in mind that whatever chaos we are feeling in the inside is what's manifesting on the outside. The same way we say thoughts of things, I manifested this money to come to me. Those deep, deep thoughts in your subconscious mind that are dark are also manifesting. You don't have to tell me. I know that it's there. Like, we all have it. You don't even know you have it until it surfs up. Surf. All right. So that talks again about, did you assist your subconscious mind? Did you reset some of those habits? Right? If you haven't, this is the time for you to put an end to it. Reset that mind. Air sign. Okay. Again, it's going to be confusing. When you think about a Libra is connected to the 2 of Swords in the tarot. So choices can get confusing. Bringing in the scale might be tipping over one way or another. Don't mind my hair, y'all, right? I came to do the messages. Look, it came back out. So I talked about the external world. You can also think about what they will call. Should I say this on my channel? Anyways, how they're rearranging the world. Let's talk about it like that. Rearrangement of the world, rearrangement of finances. Uranus and Jupiter are in Taurus. That is also still in effect. All right. While that is being in effect, our self-worth, our money is being evaluated with this eclipse that's coming in. It's a lot. Write it down. I'm just reading, y'all. Hold on. Look, I was channeling while I was doing. So look deep into your inner and outer circles. Your relationships, right? That friend that you met in 2000 is 2024. Is it still a good relationship? Just because you know somebody for 24 years doesn't mean anything. I reminded myself that when I met certain people, I was in a low vibration. And I know that I was because I was out there wilding. So one of the things that I learned, and I speak to my sister a lot, is when I was creating friendships in the past, it was somewhat one-sided because I was always assisting others and I didn't allow people to assist me. So when I got to the age where I'm like, okay, now I'm ready to receive assistance, it's like, it doesn't work that way. Just because you help those people out doesn't mean that they're going to reciprocate that. So I had to learn to create deeper friendships with people and allow myself to receive assistance, and I continue to assist others. And that was what's transpiring for me as I learned about relationships. So I did have to rearrange, right? Because some people be like, oh, I'm dropping people. You may probably don't have to drop anybody. You could just rearrange your friendships. This person goes down here, this person goes up here. You have more time for this person, you may not have time for this person. Right? Sometimes people just, fuck that. That person's not, they didn't help me out, they wasn't there for me. And it's just like, you're gonna be receiving the assistance based on what your mindset is going to be. You could be easily blocking your assistance by basically saying to somebody, oh, I'm okay, knowing damn well you're not. Just because in the past people didn't assist me in that area, aren't you building a better future for yourself? One that's supportive. That's how I talk to myself too. Okay, so how you build a relationship with yourself is how I know we heard this before, but I gotta keep coming back because this is the theme. How we build a relationship with ourselves is how others are going to be treating me, treating you, and it's also how you're gonna be treating other people. So don't be surprised if people start putting barriers and boundaries on you, because you don't be knowing when you be taking advantage of people, right? If it's that, if you want to put it in that category. Somebody expressed to me is not, somebody is utilizing, we're all here to be used, right? But it sounds so bad because you say, oh, that person used me. But the reality is you accepted that mission when you said, yes, I'll help you out. So see what back in the days, they used to be like, whatever you sign your name to, whatever you accept is what your challenge is, what your lessons is. So what is it that you're signing up for? Who are you saying, yes, I want to help you? Who are you saying, no, I can't help you out? And not feel bad about that. That's another thing. We feel bad. Put this pen down, my ladies, because now I'm like looking like a teacher. We feel bad because we didn't help the other person. And I always share, people be like, oh, that's cold. But I always share, like, do we really feel bad? If you felt bad, you would have helped out. So the reality is that you don't have to feel any way. You can just tell somebody, I cannot assist you at this current time. 9 out of 10 times, they will find somebody else to assist them. Most times when people come to us for assistance, it's because we can help them right away. Because even you do that. Let me call this person because I know in 5 minutes they're going to assist me rather than calling another person. Like, I know my sister's kind of slow to help me out with certain things. I'm not going to call her first. But I'm going to call her for other things. It's just the way she moves, literally, physically. Shout out to Liatis. All right, so I'm sharing all of these little bits and pieces so you can evaluate your relationship, right? Ask yourself what relationships have been outdated. What relationship do you want to upgrade, right? So it's like relationship with work, love, family, and I said even with the dead. So those of us who still have resentment of, parents, friends that have passed away, guardians that have passed away, and we still hold grudges, figure out how to make peace, baby. Figure it out, go to therapy, write a letter, light up candles, do some ancestral elevation, something that's going to assist you to make peace with yourself. With yourself. Ho'oponopono, y'all know I'll be talking about that. This will be the great time to use Ho'oponopono. It's an ancient Hawaiian technique, and you say, I love you, please forgive me, I'm sorry, and thank you. And you don't have to literally call somebody and tell them that, because it's a blockage. You sit with yourself and keep repeating those phrases over and over and over again until you feel tired, until you feel like you feel lighter, or something has uplifted. You can say the person's name that has brought you anguish, anger, because what's happening is you're utilizing that energy of resentment and anger for someone who's energetically, physically not here anymore. Bring that energy back to you. You're the one that's here now. And again, I'm not saying do it by the Monday the 25th. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm sharing is it's time to allow yourself to release some of that anger and resentment by making peace with yourself. It's hard to go back to those times because they're painful. That's why you're still angry. you ask yourself, what is it doing for you now? It's still keeping you angry, still having you think about that person in a negative light, right? That's not for everybody. That message is not for everybody. That's for those of you who be fucking with the dead, you know? Or you got your beautiful significant others that are on the other side. Let me tell you, keep it real with you. That's why I talk about Ho'oponopono. I had a lot of resentment with my mother. There was a lot. But I was fortunate enough to find a Greek healer who assisted me to heal partial of it before my mom's passed away. And for that, I'm grateful, because it was not easy. Nonetheless, the other part of her not being here, it has become a bit easier. I do take my time, but at the end of at the end of the day, I still, get in those moments where I'm like, I remember when my mother did this shit. Then I'm like, all right, I come in peace. I talked about the South Node in Libra, which is going to continue to be there until May or June of 2025. So this is why I tell y'all, one, come back to the video. Two, grab your notebook so y'all can write this down, because there's so much happening. You're gonna be like, my ladies, I'm gonna continue to think about the South Node until 2025. I barely could think about 2020. So with that being said, the main important thing to know about the South Node is that it's about our past, how we are releasing, and how we do not want to act anymore. So when it comes to your boundaries, Libra is the zodiac sign that is a people pleaser. So we're releasing the people pleasing, which is why I mentioned the story I did earlier, the analogy. People pleasing, right? Always being called to be the referee of shit. You ain't gotta be the referee no more, even if you are the middle child. That was not, where was that in the contract of your birth certificate? You don't have to be the one to connect people anymore if you don't feel like it. What does that look like with boundaries? Maybe you still want to do it, but in your own time. Maybe you do still want to let people borrow money from you in your own time. Quick note, when it comes to letting people borrow money, you only have $20. That's all you could give. However, do your best to move away from saying, oh, I don't have it right now, just because you don't want to lend somebody something. Because you're using those words, and guess what you're doing? You're vibrating that. So now Spirit's like, you don't have it. What you don't have, I'll see your bank account. So whenever you don't want to let somebody borrow money, you can literally build the courage and be like, no. And this is what this eclipse is about. Building the courage. All right? Because some of us are still angry that we don't get assistance for specific places in our lives. And it's just like, this is the time to build it. All right? So it will be emotional, if I didn't already share. It's going to be emotional, so there will be tears. You don't have to, like, send me a picture that you're crying, but I know you will probably be. Or just very emotional, but we're going to be very, very sensitive. We just moved from Pisces into Aries. Then in addition to this eclipse, we're going to come back in April, because April is another party. April 8th is the solar eclipse in Aries. So do you expect the unexpected? Damn right. Because you don't know what's going to happen. Neither do I. Because y'all remember the last time I did the Pluto in Aquarius and then my pops passed away. I don't know necessarily in your life what's going to be happening. I can guide you to know to be open, surrender, allow. You've been manifesting, praying, writing, releasing, if that's the path that you're on, or you're beginning to do that. And as you think about how you want to be in a luxurious, higher vibrational space, that has to be let go of. So that does mean even your clothes, because Libra is about fashion. Your wardrobe is going to be shifting if you haven't already been in that space. All right. Childhood traumas popping. And then one of the main things, again, is to stop avoiding conflict. Stop avoiding conflict. Oh, I'm not calling that person back because I know that all they want to do is have this, that, and the third. Why? Why do you have to live like that? Walking on eggshells, why do you have to live like that? Begin to pray. Start calling in. The angels, archangels, your spiritual team, they there. They out there smoking a cigarette, waiting for you to call them. They probably, Archangel Michael is out there like this. Who gonna call me for defense? With his sword. And ain't nobody calling him. He done had a shift with nobody calling him in to help out. What you gonna do? I don't know who you practice with. Nonetheless, tap into your spiritual team. Begin to cultivate faith. This is where it's at. As you begin to cultivate faith, miracles are going to happen. Wake up every day and ask for a miracle. What does it hurt? You ask, some of us ask not to be on earth every day. Ask for a miracle. For the most part, this is a release moment. This is a moment for you to relax. It's not for you to sit there and do the most. It's going to come up. Listen to your soft music. Libra's a feminine sign. Be in your soft energy. I don't care if you a male. Y'all be doing too much too. Y'all do. All right? Being your feminine. It's Saturday in some parts of the world. All right? Well, that's today, sorry. Start from today. Monday. Use your PTO. Don't send this video to your boss. Use your PTO. Don't say my lady said use my PTO, but use it. Do it for Monday. Because it is going to be on that egoistic space. Why? Because the sun is still in Aries. Mercury's in Aries. So you telling me the eclipse is coming. Words are going to be hot and spicy. The way you think is going to be hot and spicy. And then the sun is there. Lighten that area up for you. If you don't like your boss, I would suggest get your PTO. You should, you know what I used to do? I used to leave messages like, I got diarrhea in the voicemail, so that when they call and they listen to that at a certain time in the morning, I hope they wasn't eating their breakfast. I was a good employee, all right? All right, so let's take out these cards for all 12 zodiac signs. Ooh, yeah. No, because I didn't say nothing. All right. Teen angels and archangels, thank you so much for being here, for protecting and for guiding. We have fellow collectives here. Don't forget to look at your sun, moon, and rising. Okay? And if you have any aspects when it comes to astrology in Aries and Libra, that is highly activated. All right? Look in your natal chart for my fellow astrologers, because I know y'all future astrologers, but look at your natal chart and see where this lunar eclipse falls. For me, it falls in my 10th house. That has to do with my career. There's a shift happening. There's an ending that's happening in one part of my career, and there's one that's beginning, okay? Because where there's an ending, there's a beginning. And for the most part, that beginning is me stepping into a role that was said to me a long time ago, and I ran away from it, but now it's back, full force, in my face, knocking me down, knees getting weak, so I have to do it. You channeling over here, see? Oh. I'll see you. All right, so let's get to it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. So we're going to start with because I'm in my friend's house, we're going to start with the earth signs, know what I mean?
Oh, it's Aries season. You gotta start with the Aries.
No, that will be an Aries thing. She don't know I'm not a typical Aries. Yeah, I'll be all right. All right. So we have Taurus. You have the Chariot in reverse. Right now, it's speed up ahead. You have these two. In the regular tarot, this would be two lions, right? But this is, we're in the Egyptian energy. So this, to me, when it comes to this eclipse, releasing outdated energy that has to do with your ancestors. This goes deep into, I'm going to say, your cellular system. For those of you who are down with that, this is like DNA rearrangement type of energy. But for those of you who are on a more surface level, this talks about you going deep into what is it that you're doing on a daily basis, or what have you been doing on a daily basis in the last 6 months? Where have you felt that you were more in a high vibration? Where did you feel like you were in a lower vibration when it came to the people you were interacting, the area that you are working at? This talks about where's your emotions when it comes to bringing it into a balance. So this eclipse is going to basically bring a balance into your emotions and also into the partnerships. You may have been, for some of you may have been in the last 6 months. Remember when I was talking about the confusion? Dealing with two people at the same time, and you may be in a confused space. And so right now, you still have the upper hand for my Tauruses. Shout out to y'all, you know. Y'all, I love y'all. You still have the upper hand in these relationships that you're in, and you still have the ability, how can I say, the ball is in your court when it comes to relationships. So whoever you decide to be with, ooh, all right, so whoever you decide to be with is going to be good. Either person, but there will be lessons, right? Because you see how one is black, one is white, but then someone mentally can take you into a different dimension and physically be okay, like when it comes to physically. And then the other one can be physically attracted, but the mental may not be there. So this is where you have the battle. So the reality here is there's a new person that could be coming in for you, or you can continue to figure this out. But this eclipse is letting you know that there's a higher road coming in. So these were people also that came in, if you look at it this way, to assist you to get to this other person. These two people were assisting you releasing the old patterns that you had when it came to relationships. Now, if this has to do with two jobs that you've been having, for some of your Tauruses that have been working two jobs, this also talks about that. One job is, it pays you well. The other job doesn't pay you so well, but one is one is more easy going than the other. So you're in that space as well. But again, there's a new job opportunity coming in for you when you decide to release. Now, again, this is all about releasing and allowing. So your message is, what are you going to be releasing when it comes to relationships? And what are you going to be allowing? When you look at it from any dynamic of relationships, that also talks about family members. Some family members might have been bringing you down. Which one is elevating you into the new career that you're getting into? Because this also looks at some Tauruses. You guys were given a new, ooh, look, my third eye came off. You guys were giving a new position, or are about to be given a new position, but there's the mindset has to be released during this eclipse. Do you believe you deserve this position? Because this is like a podium. Do you believe that you deserve this position that's coming up for you? Pyramid, for others of you, is your studies. Studying, deep studying, like esoteric studying. What have you studied in the last 6 months? How has it helped you to elevate you? Capricorn. Capricorn, you got the Two of Swords. All right, Capricorn. Pluto left your sign, right? You feel like Pluto left you like this. Pluto left you with nothing. Some of you feel naked. Some of you lost your jobs, right? Pluto, Capricorns without a job is like, no analogy. Let's keep it there. Capricorn without a job is just hell. They desire a job. They are earth sign. They material. It's in them to have a job. So Pluto left you guys with some money, but not what you would have liked. So this eclipse is continuing to assist you in allowing yourself to be guided blindly. So this eclipse is giving you the opportunity for you to stand in what you already have created. This 4 is stability. This is the tree pose in yoga. How have you been grounding yourself? How can you ground yourself for this eclipse? I would recommend for some of my Capricorns to, it's not going to rain on Monday. Go out when you get a chance, right? Run outside, hug a tree, ground yourself, walk barefoot if you out there in the area where you could ground yourself without, getting your feet too cold, because I know it's some cold in certain areas. So the eclipse is asking you, there's a decision that has to be made, but it has to be made based on your intuition. Sharp thinking based on your intuition. You will be receiving your messages in the nighttime as well as the daytime. So for my Capricorns, within the next couple of days, you're going to be imagining things, visualizing things, and you may not even know what the difference is. So this is why it's important for you to ground, because this eclipse is coming in full force for everyone, and it's affecting you in the decisions that you're making that's going to guide you for the next month. Some of you are going into new job positions, new relationships. And this talks about going in blindly. How are you going to trust yourself? And this also talks about bringing balance to your subconscious mind. If you've been beating yourself up for the last 6 months, saying you weren't going to make it, saying that this person don't love you, you don't love yourself, all of that is coming to an end. And with the blindfold, it's like you're not even going to see it coming. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Virgo, you got the Hangman. Chill out. Virgo, a lot of enlightenment has transpired in the last 6 months. And for you, it's all about staying still, being in the meditative mode. So if some of you, I'm hearing, oh, I don't like to meditate. What keeps you in a transit? Virgos, what keeps you in a transit? Do you sit there and you're at the gym? Does the gym assist you? What is the slowest machine you could do at the gym? This talks about taking things slow for the next couple of days for this lunar eclipse. For some of my Virgos, connecting to herbs is also going to assist you during this lunar eclipse. So if you've been into herbalism and you are deciding that for this lunar eclipse, you want to use a bath, you want to go ahead and do a tincture, I'm hearing all these things is going to assist you. It's a moment for you to take the knowledge that you have been receiving and begin to start grounding. What has transpired in the last 6 months? And you guys are going to keep hearing me say that for all the signs. So you can remember what has happened for the last 6 months. For Virgo, how can you begin to let that light be grounded? So there's a lot of knowledge that you have collected. And now it's time for you to sit still and start beginning to place roots in things that you have learned. When it comes to relationships, is this new partner that you have been connecting with taught you some things on how to communicate? How can you begin to ground that so that you can move forward in this relationship that just came in 6 months ago? All right. When it comes to your career, when it comes to entrepreneurship, what have you have learned? It's a lot of wisdom that Virgos have collected in the last 6 months, and it's time for you to begin to, one, root, but also shine your light on those roots. Don't just plant seeds and not water them. That's what this talks about. So this lunar eclipse is reminding you that, and is going to be big, because when you start watering the roots that you plant, it goes from this to this. All right, let's go to the fire signs: Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. Woo. I felt that. That energy said, don't forget to share this, like, and subscribe. So we have Aries, the Eight of Wands in reverse. Aries, all of the mental energy that you have been receiving in the last 6 months, you can see it's time to release, right? Release the old mindset, the old thinking, and allowing yourself. Wands is about spirit. So the Eight of Wands is letting you know that, one, when the eclipse happened in October, what did you learn? And then what did you have to release in the last 2 months in order for you to rearrange where you're going? How have you allowed spiritual energy, intuitive energy to guide you in the last 2 months? And so this eclipse is asking you to, one, sit still, allow the mental to calm down. There's a lot of energy at this current time that's going to be going into Aries. And so this eclipse is asking all my Aries to intuitively allow yourself to be guided. When it comes to the logic, you can see there's a lot of mental activity. So there can be a sense of confusion because you have your logic side, then you have your spiritual side providing you with information. So there can be a state of confusion for some of my Aries. So allow yourself to rest. I feel like this person is like naked, right? 'Cause even though we just see the neck. So it does talk to me about less is more. Less is more when it comes to the thinking patterns. And then allow the spiritual side of you to tap in. Whenever you feel this hunch, write it down. When you hear something that is just out of the blue. And then also when it comes to your dreams are going to be very active. It's a lot of active energy, mental energy happening for Aries. Reminding my Aries that Chiron is in Aries, Mercury's in Aries, the North Node is in Aries, all right? And then soon Venus is going to be in Aries, and Mars is going to take a little longer in Aries. Mars is not going to go into Aries yet, but all of that is happening. So you do have a lot going on, so don't feel like you're going crazy, all right? I would say write things down and declutter your mindset. Okay. Sagittarius. Ooh, you got the Sun card. This immediately says yes, yes, yes. Whatever your mind has been expressing, Sagittarius, it's time for you to release that. So if it's the area of your life where you feel that you need a new job, yes. Do you feel like this relationship may not be working out? Yes. This means, Sagittarius, don't question yourself. You got 3 eyes here. This talks about both your eyes, and your third eye is active. So all those Oh, I believe, you know. You know, you don't need to ask anybody, all right? This also talks about you securing yourself, okay, in the belief system that you have created, Sagittarius. Oh, we got another eye in the sun as well. My bad. I heard one of y'all say there's another eye. Sagittarius, this talks about wisdom as well. You also got the pyramid. This talks about your wisdom. Don't underestimate your wisdom, all right? And you can see the sun has hands. Can y'all see that? This talks about you, Sagittarius, also allowing yourself to receive assistance. Not from the physical world, but also from the spiritual world. What does that look like for you? Yes, I know you may have tapped in this community, that community, this community, that community. But what community do you want to be part of? This talks about that. Going back to the theme of relationship. All of the traits, talents, and knowledge that you have cultivated for yourself. How can you bring that into a community? So they can be a give and take. So this eclipse is coming in to show you where your community is at, how your community has been assisting you, and how are you a value to the community. So my Sag, sit down and write down all your traits and qualities. So when people ask you, what do you bring to this community? You can be like, this is who I am. This is how I can enhance the community so we can all be one. I see more for you is about community than anything else with this eclipse. So maybe you in the last 6 months have been feeling like community hasn't been there for you. All right? Go where it feels good. Leo. Leo, you got the King of Swords in reverse. With Aries, immediately I'm getting like this ego energy, but an ego energy more of when it comes to the way you speak and the way you bring out your ideas. So when it comes to this eclipse, in the last 6 months, the way you have been approaching people, the way people have been approaching you, you are under that evaluation of figuring out how can you, improve the way you speak to people, improve the way you communicate. Some of you may have lost some people in the last 6 months, Leo, where communication was not that great. And so now you're in the space of saying, okay, I'm ready to see what it's like to communicate with either the same people because you've worked on yourself, or because I'm getting like, Leo, you guys are going to get this encounterment within the next week where somebody told you about yourself, you went back, you took it as constructive criticism, and now this unexpected meeting is going to happen with the same person, and this is the make or break. Some of my Leos are going to be under the make or break pressure at this current time, because some people are looking at in a light. They're holding a lot of Leos in a pedestal that Leo didn't even say to hold them in a pedestal, right? So now the expectations are, like, you're feeling the expectations. And so look at the pedestal. So right now it's taking ownership, Leo, of your thoughts, your actions, and the way you communicate with people, and really letting other people's opinion be that, but then also accepting that what you share is also you don't even want me to say it, it's also an opinion. Okay? So really dig deep into what your mind is saying to you. If you hear any repeated thoughts or patterns, ask yourself, where did it come from? This is what this eclipse is going to be helping you work through. Okay? We going into our water. Cancer. Cancer, we have the Justice cards in reverse. For my Cancers, any legal actions that's been happening in the last 6 months, any form of you not being truthful to yourself or speaking up for yourself, that is all going to be coming up. So there's going to be an encounterment that some of my Cancers are going to be having where they're going to be unable to hold it back anymore and speak up for themselves. This is the time where you yourself are not even going to know what you're saying out of your mouth because of the imbalance that's been in between that relationship or that job. So right now, when it comes to you, Cancers, it's all about how you're speaking up for yourself, how you saying the truth, how you holding, the same way you hold yourself accountable, you holding other people accountable for the things that they say that they're going to do. All right. The eclipse comes in again with justice for your voice, speaking up for yourself. Where have you felt that you haven't been heard? This is all going to be assisting you. Cancer, this also talks about you recognizing where balance is needed. All right. With the major arcana, Libra rules this card as well. So it's major, major balance when it comes to, I want to say, your throat chakra, Cancer. And for my Cancers, y'all also people pleaser, but y'all have been shifting. I have noticed it because I have a couple of Cancers around me. But I also have been hearing other astrologers express how Cancer, we all shifting, all the zodiac signs are shifting into a different energy where what we used to do in the past, we're not doing it. So Cancers, really put yourself in a space of standing up for yourself, building those boundaries, reminding yourself that you don't have to be aggressive when you're placing boundaries. And don't walk on eggshells. Okay. I'm hearing, Cancers, do a list. Do a list of the people that you are thinking about releasing. Sorry. One second, y'all. Hey, hey, hey. Okay, I'm back. That was my little sister. Don't walk on eggshells. Man. It depends what your situation is, right? Uh, when it comes to, it all comes with confidence. It all comes with resilience. It all comes with mentally building ourselves up first to be courageous. So before we take any action, it is important for us to build that shit back here. While I'm pointing back here, this is our subconscious mind. So that means creating a habit. The same way we create bad habits, we create good habits. And the first good habit that we would love to create for ourselves is to, one, validate ourselves, speak life into ourselves, but also speak protection into ourselves. Speak vulnerable, for us to be vulnerable, but at the same time to be respected, so that when you start reprogramming yourself, you start working on your throat chakra, right? You start building the courage, you can then start standing up for yourself. Now, standing up for ourselves can be fucking scary, but at the same time, it's a step closer to being free and being our authentic self. So before you take any actions, you sit there and you cultivate the courage. I pray that that assists in the beginnings of not walking on eggshells. There's some angry people out there. Listen, I'm getting all visualizations of how people have been walking on eggshells, especially if you're in a marriage, in a relationship, and a person blows up for no reason. So I got it. I felt that one. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for asking. No, you're welcome. The best way, honestly, reprogramming our subconscious mind when we're sleeping, A1 sauce. A1 sauce. All right, we're going into Scorpio. Scorpio, the Four of Swords. I don't see this as a negative card because of the eclipse is an ending. I see this as you've been able to, with the swords, stabilize your thoughts. In the past, your thoughts were trying to overcome you, Scorpio. But right now, what you have done is said, fuck that. Protection, protection from all directions. I'm going to meditate with my dark side. And I'm going to allow my spiritual team to pick me up from that. And we go all, there's nothing wrong with walking with your dark side. This is the person that's owning. So Scorpios, you've been owning the dark side of you. There's, again, nothing wrong with that because each part of you, the same way you want somebody to love every part of you, is the same way you have to love every part of you. So that does talk about you loving your shadow side. You knowing your flaws, because the more that you own your flaws, the easier it's going to be for other people to accept your flaws. Flaws takes time for you to floss it up. All right, my ladies. Let me see what y'all saying. Yes. Oh, I got something for y'all. Don't worry, I got something for y'all. I'll just say it right now, right? To call your energy back. Oh wait, let's do. All right, see, I'm like, blah, blah, blah. That's why I can't read the comments. Scorpio, 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 Scorpio. Another thing is that your thoughts are elevating, right? These are clouds, these are thoughts. Your thoughts are elevating. With the sun there, I would say with Aries, being again with wands, Aries a fire sign. Keep tapping into your spirituality. If you haven't already, this is a start, right? You can start. You can meditate and be angry. Because what's going to happen is that anger has to dissolve at some point because you're starting to feel a different way. And meditation, it's a 5-minute thing. Because you want to know something? When you breathe, you're meditating. And you breathe involuntarily. So it's all about paying attention, building a focus. That's what meditation is, focusing on one thing. Right now, I'm meditating. I'm focusing on one thing. My mind is here. All right, so that's what this talks about. And if you, again, for my Scorpios who haven't been able to cultivate that in the last 6 months, you're going to be pushed to it, where you want to be isolated. This also talks about isolation for the next couple of weeks for you, for the next 4 weeks. I see this as a good thing for Scorpios because you guys enjoy being by yourself. You do embrace your dark side, but this also talks about allowing your spiritual team to assist you, but also other people to assist you too. Don't do this by yourself. Because you'll be able to assist those that assist you. In other words, as someone assists you through your dark journey, you help them learn how to assist other people. One of the things of us independent, selfish people, I do everything by myself, is that you don't let somebody else build that opportunity to learn that skill. Everybody has to learn somewhere. So Scorpio, let people help you. All right. So what I wanted to share is a couple of phrases that can assist us into calling our power back, especially now in the last 6 months, and building courage. So it's protection from all directions, time, space, reality. Protection from all direction, time, space, and reality. All time, space, and reality. Right? Then the other one is I call all of my energy back from everyone who has taken it without my permission. I call all of my energy back from those who have taken it without my permission. That was one. It's a girl on TikTok that had said that one like 2 or 3 years ago, and I use that all the time, especially when I go to sleep. We interact with so many people and don't realize that when we feeling tired, it's because our energy is being depleted the minute that you interact with somebody. So when you call all your energy back, Don't be surprised if you get overwhelmed, because that's how much your energy has been depleted. Think about that long-term relationship that you had, right? Here I am, right? Here I am. That long-term relationship that you had, call all your energy back from that relationship. I dare you. You know what's going to happen? You're going to feel fulfilled. A lot of times when our exes be calling us back, it's because they still got our energy. And you be like, oh, because I don't talk to them no more. I'm just saying, call your energy back. Okay, so that was Cancer, Scorpio, and now we're going into Pisces. How was your season? That's why I didn't show up, Pisces. I was Aries. I do not do good during water season. Not even Scorpio season, and I have my Pluto in Scorpio. It's a difficult one for me. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Y'all won't catch me crying online, but I'll be like, ah. Wow, the Lovers card. Pisces, you went through some shit. This Lover card always gives me the creeps, because you can see that it's just not working out. So whatever was happening in the last 6 months when it came to relationships, if it didn't work out, let it go. This talks about letting it the fuck go. And if you haven't been paying attention to yourself, balancing your masculine and your feminine, you're going to notice that. You're going to notice that. And that's what's coming in. And you can see that, to me, this is a bomb. But it's not really a bomb. But this looked like a bomb to me. Let me see if I can. Can y'all see? This looked like a bomb. Shit is explosive for my Pisces. And then think about it, right? Pisces is 2 fishes. So you got the Lovers card, 2. Then you got those 2 angels up there. So some of my Pisces, there's a lot of karmic releasing that's happening with this Libra eclipse. I'm hearing Pisces, some of y'all's like, I'm starting over. But when it, for my Pisces, for this eclipse, mental clarity, mental clarity, mental clarity. Some of y'all are really hot. Y'all coming in hot. Mental clarity is what's needed. You got the sun there. I hear expansion for my Pisces. All right, focus. Because y'all like this. Y'all went through a lot. And then this eclipse is coming. Y'all don't even want to go through this eclipse. That's what that is. Y'all already like, yo, we got beat up. And now this eclipse is coming. What more do I, this is like, what more do I have to release? You see how the trees are bare? All right, Pisces. For you, separate, be honest with you. This is the, for my Pisces, this eclipse is honesty. Be honest with yourself. Cut out all the illusions. All right, because Saturn, this is because Saturn is in Pisces, and Saturn in Pisces is like, it's not playing. That karmic lesson is coming in hard body. So what you used to do 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 3 years ago, Pisces, you cannot do it this year. So this really is facing your shadows. So far out of everyone, I do feel like Pisces, you're going to be feeling that shit. Let me know in the comments. Because even like this water down here is like emotional bomb. Releasing, I'm starting new. Surrender. Surrender, Pisces. And if you have Pisces, sun, moon, or rising, wow. I felt that, Pisces. I don't know how y'all do it, though. Let me not even say nothing, because I'm an Aries with 5 placements in Aries, talking about Pisces rained on my fucking parade. When I said I was crying almost every day. I mean, besides the deaths that were happening, but I like Pisces season really be getting me under the waters. All right, so now we have our air signs: Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. That's the attitude Aquarius had because I couldn't find them. Gemini. All right, you joining Pisces. Oof, the Tower card. We was going through it. Yeah, y'all definitely was Pisces. So Gemini is joining Pisces. This is a tower moment, a collapse moment. So some of us during this eclipse, you know, we getting this break. We getting a break where we like use your tools, but Gemini is like shit is coming in. Whatever you was trying to hold up for the last 6 months it's coming down. I'm hearing it's going down. I'm hearing timber. In addition to things falling, you're also on this little island, so you feel like this collapse that's happening for you, there's not a lot that you can reach out. I just feel like you're feeling alone, Gemini. Sun, moon, and rising, you feeling alone. Gemini. And then it's in communications. Will y'all be crying? I do see it. Man, Gemini. All right, so let me see what's the advice for Geminis, because y'all really is, because it's unexpected as well. Whether the tower is unexpected, the eclipse already is energetically unexpected. Okay, Gemini. Who do you have right now? There's not much in Gemini. Let me give you something positive, Gemini. You're gonna have Jupiter moving into Gemini's in roughly around May. Hold strong. Jupiter is the planet of expansion. Luck is gonna be coming in during the time of your birthday, depending on where you at, May or June. All right. So this here talks about whatever unexpected event is going to be coming into your life. Now, please don't be like, "What's coming? What's coming?" Feel it on the inside. Feel it on the inside. What are your thoughts saying to yourself? And Geminis, we all know that Geminis, we play around a lot. I'm a Gemini moon. We play around a lot, all right? So this talks about relationships. It talks about your emotions and things like that. Do you really want to be in a relationship or you don't want to be in a relationship? Did you really currently in the last 6 months find someone that you really want to be with? And then karma came back and was like, timber, and is that coming your way? Are you being truthful in relationships? When you say you want to be with somebody, have you been doing that or did you lie? This is what it's talking about, Gemini. And also with yourself, with that one eye is with yourself. How much longer can you be lying to yourself about the things that you want in relationships? Oh, you didn't think I was going to go there. All right, so dig deep. This black is like the void. And I don't mean with drugs, Gemini. I mean the void with meditation, the void with listening to music, right? For some of my Geminis, if you listen to old school music, you'll be able to release some of that darkness. I'm going to leave it there because Geminis, we could keep on going because y'all got the tower. I'll say ask for help. Ask for help. Call it in. Aquarius, the Prince of Swords. Aquarius, I like this. So y'all, the eclipse is coming. Y'all like, we starting. I'm getting it. So many of you in the last 6 months have been repairing, rephrasing, and stepping in to your role of authenticity and releasing the loops of communications that you've been having with yourself. Because Aquarius, you guys can go on a tangent with your own self. So with the Prince, here is, even though there is going to still be some blockages, you still are allowing yourself to move forward with the blockages. This talks about surrendering because you're off the floor. So whatever comes in with this eclipse, continue to move forward. You have faith within yourself. I'm proud of you, Aquarius. Now, you see that space right there? It's like you skipping. So there's a skip going on here. So with this eclipse, I'm saying some of y'all going to be quantum leaping. If you don't know what quantum leaping is, just means that you go from one timeline to the next. If you don't know what timeline is, we're going to have another conversation about that. Anyway, so some of my Aquarius, as you surrender during this eclipse, you're going to see yourself in a different phase of life. Some of y'all might be going from surviving to thriving, from no car to a car, like this. Whatever you release in this eclipse, baby. I'm just saying, Aquarius, pick me up, do something. Take me with you. The Prince is the page, so it's like the beginning. So hold your horses, the beginning. But I see you, you still got those barriers. And then we have the famous Libra that's bringing this eclipse. Libra, hide your kids. Maybe like hide your wife, hide your kids. Libra right now, they're very sensitive right now. So if you have a Libra friend, reach out to them. Reach out to your Libra friends, all right? What did I tell you? The 5 of Wands. 5 is the number of change. Look at this. Libra. So you have the 5 of Wands. Spiritual release. Oh, Libra. All right, so snakes, shedding skin. This is what your sign is, the mental. So for you, my Libras, it's all about sitting down and free writing. Sitting down and just releasing. If you do not like to write, take your fucking phone and record yourself. Oh, I don't like the way my voice sounds. Who gives a fuck? Delete it afterwards. This is a time for you to release. Some of us have a problem with writing because somebody went into our journal and they read it, so now you don't trust people you don't trust yourself writing because people's gonna read what you write. Cool, no problem. I said this before, there's writing paper that you can dissolve in water. For those of you who have a safety fire bowl, you can go ahead. E, you okay, E? Relax, Poppy. It's a dog. There's paper that you can write things down and you can burn it. It's busy season. Yes, it is. So the main important thing for you to do is to take it out, Libra. Libra, take it out. This is other people's problems too, Libra. This is releasing other people's problems, bickering with other people. The relationship between yourself and others. This right here is choosing self. This right here talks about that no arguing, right? Leave that out. To me, for those of you who are in have children, this looks like children, parents, bickering. So all my Libras, whatever stage you are in your relationship, do not let the children see this. This talks about being mindful with this eclipse. All right? Choosing your battles wisely within the next couple of weeks for y'all. And I won't say for the next 5 weeks for y'all, because is your eclipse. Check out what were you doing 6 months ago. What happened around your birthday? What happened during that solar eclipse? What did you do? What did you ask for? All right? But Libra for me, shedding skin immediately, snakes. But it also talks about being aware of people you know, I heard snakes in the garden. Being aware of that. So you, with that, those eyes, you kind of like already know who's been sneaky, who's been talking about you. This is for others of you, having other people talking about you and the way you are moving, and you have an awareness of it, and you acting accordingly. I would say for my Libras, don't argue. There's no need to argue. If anything, which is probably going to be maybe hard, listen. 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 Take your time to respond to people, all right? But this is not going to be a time for you to argue. For others of you, this talks about work as well. This talks about friendships as well. And some of you who are therapists, this is about your clients. Maybe you're tired of those clients that's coming in. You know, maybe you want to exit being that type of counselor and go into another counseling career. Some of you are tired of your clients or the office that you work in. That's going to be ending for you too. But with those eyes, it's like you already know, Libra. Those eyes is like, I know it's you. But turn those eyes to yourself for a little bit and ask yourself, what have you been saying about yourself? Have you been uplifting yourself? All right? Libra, you the one that's bringing these eclipses, baby. Shit is intense. And with the wands, last but not least, with the wands, it's all about spirit again. So within this chaotic moment, Libra, allow yourself to tap back in. Tap back in. Take your time responding. Like I said, that's very important for you right now. Take your time responding. Wow. We all going through some shenanigans. Let me see. What message? This is a self-love message. Because right now, this is what we need. Self-love message. Remember, it's about releasing. So do your best to let this energy come in. Because guess what? More than likely, by the next time some energy like this comes back, you'll have a better idea on how to deal with it. Or it might just not come back at all. Oh my God. Oh, okay. All right. It's all about fun. Everything else, exactly. It's all about fun. Everything else is blocked. What does fun look like for you? Does that mean taking a nap? That could be fun. Resting. A lot of people don't really look how resting could be fun. Put your favorite music, your favorite pajamas. All right. Self-love message. Stability, security, growth, endurance, and flexibility. Palm tree. Bring that in for yourself. Then we have coffin. Ending, bringing new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, transition. Bitch, I'm out of here. I'm letting that one die out. Remember that Aries season is about our ego. So what ego aspect of you are you letting die down? Do you really have to have that argument? Do you really have to win at everything? Do you always have to be right? And lastly, we have passion. Insane chemistry, like each other, equally having fun. For those of you who are in partnerships, there's insane chemistry happening. This could also be what's scaring you and what might be pulling you away from people. So if you've met somebody and there's been passion, baby, relax, sit back, do your best not to go so fast, take your time. This person will definitely be understanding you and allowing you to be who you would enjoy to be in a relationship, and who are you becoming to be. All right, it says the beach, fun, job, partying, pleasure. Yep, let's get it. All right, y'all. So thank you for being patient. I'm gonna do my best to get my schedule together to start back up on YouTube. Nonetheless, for those of you who are on the astrology group, I put out a podcast all the time when I can, but I do it mainly on a monthly basis. I love y'all. Thank y'all. Share, like, subscribe, and I'll be back soon.